Babs, welcome to another Oxygen Not Included Beginner's Guide stream. Last time we finished off this Draco Ranch finally, got them all sorted. Don't think there's anything else. I've just got this note at the back of my head to tell you something about Dracos. I think possibly I was just going to explain why I'm feeding them what I am. So we feed them mealwood to make them more inclined to lay glossy Draco eggs. We feed them balm lilies because they are zero resource plants. That is to say that you get them for absolute free. You plant them beyond a bit of dupe labour to harvest them, which they give out. Is it balm lily flowers they give out? I forget now. Yeah, balm lily flowers, which are a medical item. They're absolutely free. You never need to fertilise them. They just need to live in a chlorine atmosphere. They have a similar temperature to the Dracos. So that's a brilliant way to feed them. Pinch pepper plants. We will do some at some point. The Dracos eat them. Why not do them here? The only other thing that I can think I was possibly going to tell you about the Dracos was this is a 4x, I want to say 24. he says, and then isn't zoomed in enough. 4x24 ranch, and now I need to cancel all of that. Fine. As is this one. That one is just standard size that fits between the 4 high floors. This one was because we need the space to fit the pinch pepper plants, and I want to be able to fit some automation on the floor as well, so we needed that 4 high. This is 3 high because we can, because they only need that space, and I like to produce lots of bamboo. It's an old habit, basically. So that's why that's ended up in that shape. What else did we do last time? We mostly tamed this. A couple of little things left to do, which definitely on the docket today, including I've sealed that up now, but I realised that there's actually something that I need to do inside. One last thing, honest. And we got rid of some of the spore kids from in here and started clearing out a decent space. All our carbon dioxide should be coming down here now. We progressed our industrial sauna, and we started filling our cooling loop for oxygen, which you can see is already working, but so it is at over 60 degrees when it's coming out the spawn now, but is just over 30 when it's going into the base. That's still too hot, so we need to include some active cooling to that, which we are, that's like #1 priority today. So let's press play. Let's get going. So I want to finish filling this up. Foolishly removed my tiles from there at the end of last episode, and now it's all filled with polluted oxygen because the polluted water is off-gassing, obviously. We are digging out more polluted oxygen, polluted water as well. So that's happening in the background to top this tank off a bit. Yeah, lots of little projects going on. So first thing I want to do is just buildings, please. Deconstruct that wall. Anything else? Let's continue with over here. Eight. Don't think there's anything else just here right now. What I probably should do that is very hot. Need to to get to taming that sooner rather than later. It is on the docket for today. I think we need to... I was umming and ahhing about putting water in here, but I think that is priority, just to cool things off a little bit. What else? I want to expand this because our food is very slowly going down, so we need to deal with that. Mild concern as to where we are going to expand that to, though. Just gonna build that because we keep getting water in here. Which is not a good thing, because that leads to us uprooting plants. I think we might do this. See if this will work. Yeah. We're going to take out just the buildings, 3 tiles there. What do we want to do here? Going to build some steel. Gas pumps. So one down here. No. So I have 2 down here. All I want in here eventually is steam. So I need to remove all of the other gases that we currently have in there. lower them down. We need insulated pipes to stop it cooling too much when it's outside, and or oh my goodness, transferring too much heat to the outside. Can commit a cardinal sin, but since these are just temporary systems, don't think it's the end of the world. Yeah, cardinal sin of putting a bridge across an insulated tile, so that will allow some of the heat from here to see outside the build, but as I say, it's a temporary system, so I am hoping that it doesn't matter too much. Next on the docket is temp shift plates made out of igneous rock. Where are we going to put these? Let's start with this layer. So, why are we doing this rather long, laborious thing, and why am I placing them like I am? Short answer, to increase thermal mass. This no, we don't want that one. Just background buildings at the minute, thank you. That one. Temp shift plates have two benefits. They transfer heat from all 8 tiles around them. They try and equalise, so they'll suck in heat from one side and push it out to the other until they and the 8 tiles around them are all of a similar temperature. So that's good. That means that our whole industrial brick, industrial sauna will be of a similar temperature. We can pull behind. Excellent. They also can store an amount of temperature in them themselves. So that on top of the steam that will be filling this room, there will be that will be filling this room and holding temperature in it, there will be these temp shift plates which will also hold temperature in them, and the whole brick, the whole sauna will act as a heat battery. Oh, I can play something on there. Excellent. So, yeah, that's why I'm placing these, basically. It's very slow and laborious, and there is a faster way with a mod, where you can make blueprints and then place them all at once. Certain ASMR quality to this though. Oh, right, I've gone wrong somewhere. Another one. Right. So, more astute of you might have realised that I am keeping away from the edges a little bit. May be wondering why. Some of you may already know why. But basically, as I say, thermal temp shift plates will pull heat from one tile and push them into another tile in an attempt to equalize the temperature between there. Right, leave it at that for 2 seconds. So if I put them snug up to the insulated tiles, they will pull temperature from the sauna and push it into the insulated tiles until the insulated tiles are the same temperature. We will lose some temperature into the insulated tiles over time, but I don't want to be forcing it in there as we go. Now, being insulated tiles, they in theory will not pass very much anyway temperature to the outside, regardless of how much temperature you put into them. But we are then essentially wasting that temperature in those tiles, and in particular when it comes to neutronium, because you just cannot heat neutronium. So we're pushing heat into it, but it is not changing. So we are literally wasting temperature when we're pushing it into neutronium. Well, let's see what we have in the pod today. Noodle arms will never ever take. It would have to be the greatest duplicant in the world for me to consider taking them. Unempathetic, wouldn't take if it was a doctor. Shabby dresser, critter aversion, squeamish, only bothered if they were a rancher, only bothered if they're a doctor. Don't think we're taking Nisbet though. We don't need another decorator, and she's just a bit too odd to be useful. Ranching, operating, building. So that's a mechatronics engineer right there with the ability to ranch. Freya may be the one. And Ari is far from that perfect dupe that would allow me to overlook noodle arms. Yes, going to take Freya, who is a mech rancher. What will Freya be doing? Freya, by the way, is only available if you have the Frosty Planet pack. She's the duplicant that you get with that. So we will be doing building first, then operating, then ranching, then farming. Everything else. Wants to be at 2 below. Schedule, she can go on schedule 9. Skills, start with Freya then. She's going down exosuit training. Nobody else has skill points that isn't currently complete, in quotes. So, some more of this then. These are metal tiles, by the way. They are there to A, enclose this building, and B, share the heat between the inside and the outside. So putting the temp shift plates right up close is completely fine. Eyeballs are going a bit crossed about now. I hate putting stuff in behind buildings. I must remember that for the future. it's either ASMR or completely nerve-wracking. Fingernails on chalkboard stuff. Don't want that one. Goodness, I'm losing. Oh wait, I already have. Not that. Oh. Right, that'll do for the second. I'll come back and finish off in a minute. I'm going to lose my proverbials if... Right, so I want to get up and get in there, find out what that is. I also want to get up and get in that one. Find out what that is. How are we doing water-wise? Water-wise. We are going to... Told you that was a cool steam vent. They just look the same always in this biome. Anyways, then I want to dig. So that's one. That's shave the corner off that one. And then just want to put in talking of ladders, we'll need one to get down here. That up. Cancel the extraneous one. Oh, no. On thingy thing. Right. Need to look at refilling this soon. Interesting. Okay, I don't think that's a problem. That is just a graphical bug. dig out that, put in another one of those, and then I'm happy that this will just sit with carbon dioxide in it. Happy-ish. Right, in here then we want a thermal sensor. We'll have it out of lead. So have it bang in the middle. And then that's on automation. Make that 8. And then we can close that up again and have done. That out. Wait a second. Yeah, we're not going to dig all that out. Need to get that down to 132.9 degrees to solidify it again. Let's have steel gas pump in there, gas pipe, whoa, there. Let's look at that, yes. Relocate everything over here. Tiles. All I want to do is squeeze these liquids in together to hopefully destroy this carbon dioxide. And then we don't need to worry about that one. Excellent. No, no, Freya's. Right, we can deconstruct that. Dig that, and prioritize that. 8. Okay, safe to proceed. Which we'll do vols. Yeah, right. Dig out all of that. Also deconstruct those. Put this back together now. On priority 8 2. Right, back over here. Joy. Let's check this first. Okay, we can. Boom, done. Right, excellent. Back to the ASMR. Right, before we do the last few rows, let's go see what else is going on. Alright, excellent. So, what are we doing here then? So we are filling the cooling loop now. Oh, of course no one can get in there because... Okay, that's that fixed. So... that's that done. Next we'll put that one there. Excellent. Deconstruct that, deconstruct that, dig that and that. Priority 8. Excellent, we've got access to this. So another neural vacillator. Oh, filled that much more than I meant to. That's usually the way it goes. So let's deconstruct that. Oh yes, already set up. Excellent. Right, so I just need to put bridge on there. Who's stuck? Who's making a mess? Oh, look, it's Liam. Would you believe it? Every blooming time of late. Right, so actually that needs to be high priority because it's running low on oxygen as well. Could be holding his breath in a second. Get there in the end. Oh, right. Deconstruct. Dig. I already Right. Noodle alarms, nope. Loud sleeper, not too bothered. Squeamish, unless it's a doctor, not bothered. Cooking, decorating. We do want to cook, but I don't think so. Building, supplying, no, I don't think so. Doctoring. Oh yeah, noodle arms, no. Directly it is. Cool. Right, let's be building that in. So, see no reason we can't turn this on now. So, how does it work? That is the question. Where do we start? Where do we start? The liquid comes out of this tank. Right, this is, I forget now, nearly 5 tons, sorry, of polluted water. Comes out of here and is temperature checked. We currently have that set to 20 degrees. If it is above 20 degrees, then this incoming water is cooled. Why is that no power? What have I done wrong now? That should never be no power. Okay, right, well we do need to prioritize that. Also, did automate all that? Excellent. Right, but I still don't understand why there's no power. That's really not making sense to me at all. You know, if these batteries were lower, I could understand it. But it's not making sense to me that... Oh! Oh, that's a new one to me. So, if you don't realise what's happening, I've put a temp shift plate there that has replaced the mesh tile. Normally, background tiles cannot replace foreground tiles, so I imagined that they were able to share the space, but apparently not. And so consequently this power transformer is not working because it's not fully supported under 2 tiles, and so yeah, that's why we're having issues with it. Oh, sorry, hitting the not the end of the world, just slightly irritating. So yeah, let's get that finished, and then I'll finish the explanation of what's going on. How are we doing over here? Not done anymore. Okay. Why they're not building that one. And then we'll build wiring there too, and that means them top ones can get sheared at the same time. Might as well, seeing as they're sitting in hydrogen. Have we got? We have not crushed that out of the way yet. But that is going to erupt in 1.3 cycles, hopefully. Meanwhile, we finished this. Excellent. We can now do that one. Right, we should be properly running now. So, yes, this says that the water coming out of it is 26.5. We have it set at 20. So this water that's coming back at 30 odd is going into the aquatuner. Now what the aquatuner does is it takes the liquid that is going into it and reduces that by 14 degrees regardless of what liquid it is. So the higher the specific heat capacity, that is to say the amount of heat that that liquid can take, the lower the amount of heat energy, or the higher the amount of heat energy that that aquatuner is taking out of it. That puts it into the aquatuner itself, which then heats its environment. You can see now that the thermo aquatuner is up to over 100 degrees, which means we very soon need to start closing this up. So we'll get on that next. The duplicants can get about inside, so we're going to do that. Yes, so it takes it from the liquid, puts it to the environment essentially, assuming that there is some environment for it to put to. Obviously, if it's in a vacuum, then there's no environment for it to spread it out to, and the aquatuner will quickly overheat. We made this one out of steel, so it's good till 275 degrees. Yes, so this is coming in at, let's say, 31 for easy maths. It's taken 14 degrees off that, which drops it to 17 degrees, roughly speaking. 17 degrees water, oh look at my maths, brilliant, is then dripping into our nearly 5-ton container. Well, it is a 5-ton container and it contains nearly a whole 5 tons of water. So this temperature is very slowly going down. You just saw it tick there, I hope. It's very slowly going down. This setup allows for very precise, very within a 0.1 degree managing of temperatures. So once it's down to temperature, this will always keep this within 1 degree of the temperature that we've set it to. That said, the outgoing temperature will then attempt to raise it, excuse me, the oxygen that's going through this thermal battery will attempt to heat it. So the flip side is that probably this tile will get the most cooling because it's the first one in, and likely this tile, I would say, is the one that's going to heat the most. But essentially, the oxygen now, I mean, it's still coming out at over 30. I mean, this isn't moving at the minute, so that's just stuck, basically. But you see there, that's coming out at less than 30 now. This is still over 30. This is over 31. But you will see this cooling slowly coming in. Just do that. So this is now thermally enclosed. We really should put a double airlock with a vacuum here, but that's probably not going to happen right now. That's a future project, and then that will stop this pool of liquid transferring heat over here. We're not that forced right now, but for the future we'll probably do that. Thought I'd set that one. Building is disabled. Interesting. I don't remember disabling that. That was clearly a misclick. Never mind. So we do need to prioritise getting all this up and running. Because pretty soon we're going to start getting steam in here. Our thermo aquatuner is already up to 120, so that's going to flash the polluted water very shortly. And while we're here, let's finish off the incredibly interesting ASMR. Oh, there's a shine bug that's about to get very hot. Where was that double now? There. One more row to go after this. Because obviously we don't want to be touching the top anymore, then we don't want to be touching the sides or the bottom. Yay! Next up we need power. It's nice and easy there. It's already oversubscribed, so is that. So what I'm thinking is... Extend that across. What are we using in here? Heavy what conductive? Nice. drop that for the minute, just to get it a bit closer to where we want it, so it's completely cooling the whole thermal brick. I'm sure that won't go terribly wrong when I totally forget that I'm doing that, and it consequently gets too cold and all the oxygen's coming through at minus 10 degrees or something crazy. Right, how are we doing with all this? How is that still unreachable? Okay, that's fine. Missed that erupting, but it didn't crush the so let's just put that on gases for the minute. So all we have is oxygen and a tiny bit of natural gas in there, and that carbon dioxide, which I would like to crush out of the way. Doesn't seem to want to let me do it. That's quite a lot of natural gas, to be fair. That's quite impressive. To do that one. Interest, how is our automated system going? And so it's still sucking some of this gas up to put down there. Okay, this seems to be working well. There is enough water in there, so let's just mop all that up. Prefer a little bit more, but it's fine for the second. It's 51. So, other Swede all gone. He's 51. He's 26. He's 69. Right. Him up there too. Why not? Right. The printing part. Ooh, steel looks very interesting. Gastrophobia unless it's cook, not bothered. Critter version unless it's a rancher, not bothered. Unless it's a researcher, not bothered. Unless it's cook, not bothered. Slightly annoyed, although that nicely sets it off. But at the same time, none of them are brilliant. And steel is too good to give up. Right then. I really would like to finish this water system. That's gone, so what we need to do is stop pumping the steam out. Construct all of that, and that whole system, and then the generator. Brilliant. Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. Not necessarily in that manner. But basically the carbon dioxide is trapped on this side of that liquid uranium. So now we can manually crush it over. Oh, perfect. So I didn't even have to crush that over because it was built directly on top of the Ujima flip carbon dioxide. So where are we now then? Get rid of that. So I would like a very similar system. That we have over here. Oh. this light will bung up our system. Everything else can stay in here though. Okay, input pipe there. Thermo sensor that can go there. That's it. All that to happen quite soon. We'll want what will we want? We will want insulated pipe. Some power. The only other thing is once I'm happy with the temperature in here, am I bothered? No. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that now. We can put in a conveyor loader. Here, do some more orchids. Oh, I was wondering where the water had come from, but it's the steam condensing down. Obviously, we've got to warm the whole place up before we actually start getting to have the whole area as steam. How are we doing with water? We are done with water. Why am I pushing this so hard? Well, because I want to make a start on the base. I want to start getting us more into a better place with the base. Let's have a break. What do you think it's going to be, people? Is it going to be socks or is it going to be gloves? Which one today? It's going to be gloves! Balloon in the shower, love it. Okay. So polluted water is now getting cool, which means our oxygen is coming out below 30 now. Means we should be combating this temperature creep, which is brilliant, and we will be looking to what we're trying to say, we will be looking to finish a sentence. That was it. Part of the rebuild is we will insulate the whole base, and we'll be looking to have the whole thing insulated and then cooled via the incoming oxygen. My brain sometimes. That's a bit annoying. I didn't realise that was such a big issue. To be fair, that is only really to deal with any carbon dioxide, and there isn't any in here, so we should be fine. here. Lunatic! Yes, I have already stated that we need to look at this in the near future. Well, I said eventually. Absolutely needs to be vacuum sealed, double liquid lock. It was just an oversight initially, but I've set up my cooling system there, so I need to redo that, and I just want to get everything up and running before I start looking at that. But yes, thank you for your comment, as ever. Appreciate you watching my back, keeping me honest. Right, let's get in here. And then we can put that on analyze. Right. How are you doing anyway, Lunatic? I missed you the last couple of streams, I believe. As soon as we can get this sorted, I can get that cleared, and then we can look at building more base. Oh, nice extra waterfall there, some chlorine gas. Always difficult to make when you want to make one, and then just goes and makes itself one whenever it fancies. Feel like I'm forgetting something, but we are getting there. Food certainly seems to have stabilised again, so I think this has stopped us going down. Meat should be coming online properly shortly. Tell you what I do need to do. Out of lead. conveyor rail then, out of iron, ore, that is to say. Conveyor chute, iron there. This then will we'll be able to automate the picking up of the eggs. So one last manual sweep to celebrate. I mean, not that they're going to be building that in a particular hurry. Oh. Thank you. Nope, new pod. Neither of those bother me. We will start looking at duplicates, bionic duplicates soon. Probably not the next stream, but maybe the one after that. Cooking, yeah, no, too diverse. No, we'll just take some water. Let's look at skills. We haven't looked at skills for a little while. So Abe the Builder. Put him into some digging. Barney the Builder. Bit of carrying. Frankie the Rancher. Just got exosuit training, so going down into ranching. Harold the Decorator, exosuit training. Hassan the rancher into exosuit training. Higby. Finish off his digging. Joshua runs a dock. Probably won't be docking much. Liam the pain in the bottom. Yeah, not gonna bother with decorating. I think, you know what, we'll give him that. He's our one man should a nuclear reactor explode. Ren the Digger. We've started putting them into some construction for some reason. I'll continue that trend, and everyone else has a hat. Oh, power. We need some power on this. Power, power, power. Where are we getting power from? We're not getting it from there. Or from there. You know what? It occurs to me that's 2 entire streams pretty much where I've not had it on fast speed for no reason. So let's do that. That'll be a bit more interesting. We'll get a bit more done then. Dig. Why can people not pick up? What? You get in here. You can get in here. Why can they not pick up? Okay. The one that I really care about is that right now. Excellent. Cool. Yay! But that's completely pointless because we've got no carbon dioxide. Oh, clean oak. Well, that's what you would do if you ended up with any carbon dioxide in your sauna. Oh dear. Right. Just buildings then. That. Power? Yeah, let's get rid of the power too. At least that power. Okay. Excellent. What I actually want to do with any of this, I do not know yet. How long have we got? Next activity, 5.4 cycles. Of course it is. Something like that. Yeah, I'll do for the minute. Oh, let's put in a dispenser. We can sweep it out nice and easy. Alrighty, next up. Sorry, hit the mic again. Right, that one's all ready to rock and roll, so if we just put in stone hatches and hatch eggs, that should now stop them ever being upset. Oh, he's elderly. Which is brilliant. Oh, apart from the fact that we've got no power, but, you know, we'll get there. The print board. Oh, Amari's not doing a lot. Rowan's just too diverse for me. We'll just take the fried mushrooms. Freya, going down exosuit training. Hassan, same. Vera, farm operative. Just going to leave Lyra till the next round. Steve, farmer, improve carry. Damn it. I always forget something. Just buildings. Go back in there, we'll put that in. Oh, I just want to stop this liquid going into this square. Just in case when it solidifies, this can't reach over here. So brilliant. That's worked. Excellent. Okay, and then similarly pour Draco eggs and glossy Draco eggs on 5 on both of these. And when power is given, why is that not going? Oh god. Also that please. When that power is connected, this will then automate picking up of eggs from this area. We'll do the same over here in the future. Because we were putting glossy eggs over here and normal Draco eggs. That's not where we want to be putting them. Boom. Shipping. There we go. It's our first one. It's a shame that I don't want it to actually go anywhere. of the pod. Not bothered about any of that or that or that. Builder, operating digger, digging operator. No. Not that we need it. We'll fungal spore. Right. Next up. Where's all this polluted water come from? Oh, polluted ice. Okay. Fair play. I bet that just chilled it a bit then. Cool. That's it, our old. Big that one. Oh, nice. Oh, and half a cycle or more left. Love it. Love it when a Duke does his blubbing job. Oh, we can set the filters. You know what? I'm messing around with this, but I'm just going to dump all this water down here anyway. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Shocking. Shocking, Bob. Okay, and then not got proximity? I have got proximity turned on. That's odd that they didn't do that. Not the end of the world. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Where are we going to draw the line? So I think we'll get all this water out. Stop all this dropping down, and then we can start looking at our new base. Who is our super duper gold digger these days? A bunny. Oh, Higby. I think we're going to stick Higby in the chair again. I think this is his second time round. Just want to make him super duper so he can be our pioneer, our colonising duplicant. Temperature here now, right, so this is coming out at high 20s, sorry, high teens. I'm going to let that sit down to 20 now. So all that liquid is in the high teens. We can relax that the oxygen is now coming out in the 20-ish mark. It might come out a bit higher later on. We're not too fussed. As long as it doesn't go over 25, we're very happy. Right, what are we doing here then? We're going to map that. We're going to deconstruct those two. We're going to build. So what? Let's put our rails in first. Rails going to come in. I think like this. Yep. And then these rails. Go with insulated pipes, insulated igneous, yeah. Oh, we can't get to the aluminium at the minute, obviously, because I've just trapped that in there. Insulated again. Gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Jump down here. Radiant one more. Insulated. Cool that. As I get my bridge correct, that is perfect. So this thermal tuner is going to cool what will be a thermal brick as soon as I get it built. It'll cool that, and come up here, cool the steam turbines, come down here, cool these steam turbines, and then come back into the thermal actuator. Thank you, autosave. Always appreciate you. Oh yes. Just connect that up there. So same again, going for polluted water thermal brick. Go. Ooh, I just realised what time it is. Starvation. Who? Oh, poor old Higby. Let's complete the neural process. So Higby has regenerative. Excellent. So he will heal much faster when we undoubtedly put him in harm's way. Dig that. Inspect that. Let's remove that. So this is an artifact. I'll go into more details of them in the near future, but since we are pretty much at the end of this stream, I'll not do that right now. Right, one more of those. Excellent. So we are now vacuuming out all of this polluted oxygen. We've already got rid of all the normal oxygen. That will aid with the spread of the steam. Excellent. Can now look at so of course they're in power. Steam turbines, and this is the main reason that we need plastic. I would love to make these out of gold, but I've just spent all my gold apparently. That's 750 gold according to that. Oh, but not. Right, let's make... four more right now. Why am I caring? Why am I caring, really? They're going to be actively cooled. Just make them out of lead. What are we doing? Happy with that. There. That there. That there. Okay. What steam turbines do is they take steam that is over 125 degrees. I believe they have a maximum. No, they have a maximum efficiency. We'll go into that another time. They take steam that is over 125 degrees. They turn it into electricity, and then output 95 degree water. That 95 degree water has just been magically heat deleted, which is brilliant for us, and it produces a bit of extra power on the side. So we will get these up and running in a bit. Really want to do is crush this water out the way because there's very little water there, so hopefully the water will sit in these two slots, and then we'll stop the inflow and processing, stop the inflow and cap it off, and that's our thermal brick finished then. So, I think we've done really good today. Even better once I remembered that we needed some snow. We needed to up the speed. Priority 9 stack. Right. Let's look at who we might possibly raid today. While we're doing that, who would like to guess what is in the pot? I'm going to say building. Gloves, who would have thunk it? Right, we're going to raid a friend today, he says, and then clicks off the thing. So we're going to raid May. May is very cool, very nice, playing Don't Starve Together, game that I want to get into soon, saying that, is she, No, yeah. No, she's just finishing. Never mind. Okay, no human, 05. He's no Mike streamer, but he is speedrunner with a current record. So I'm back in 2 hours for a bit of family gaming. We're going to be playing a game called Wobbly Life. It's a lot of fun. Just have ridiculous fun with my daughter, whom I will be playing with. Then we're back on Monday with more Oxygen Not Included. Remember, no Tuesday, Wednesday stream this week. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. See you again soon.